What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody's having a great one, and today we're going to be hopping back into the Limit 1 Festival in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel and using Gravekeepers. Of course, I finally think I got the deck down with the refined things that I needed. A couple polymerizations, instant fusion, demise of the land, cards like that. The deck list will be in the description. So for the most part, the extra deck will just be to throw away and pull more cards from the deck, but there's also a lot of fusions that we can summon if need be. So we're gonna hop in and check out some games. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe to it for some more awesome gameplay, and make sure to slap that like button if you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment down below letting me know what you guys think of the Limit 1 Festival. Currently, I've been having a lot of fun with it, and with this deck, it's been wrecking a lot of people. This one is, I believe, a 75% win rate as of right now, maybe higher, around 80. But nonetheless, let's hop right into it. So for our first match, we're going to start off with a relatively decent hand. Unfortunately, we don't have Necrovalley, but we do have Throne that we get Commandant, pitch it to get Necrovalley. That is the #1 rule about this deck. Get Necrovalley out as soon as possible. Okay, get Spiritualist and then put the Tomb of Necrovalley down for protection, because Harpie's Feather Duster is always just around the corner. So luckily it saves us from this one, which is thankfully pretty good because we need a Necrovalley. That's the #1 thing, but unfortunately we get Dark Hold. That is quite unfortunate. I hate when that happens. Monster Reborn, no brother, you cannot. Please don't try it. So luckily they put a monster down, so in our hand we have the power to special summon, which works out for us pretty well right here. So we get Ambusher out, which I completely mess up because I just get negated. I should have special summoned, but I could not have. But it is all good. They play Tour Guide, they end turn, so they can't do anything. But we get a Descendant, which with Necrovalley, all of the Gravekeepers are pretty chunky. They're quite large beat sticks at this point, so we just keep attacking them in the face, which honestly works out pretty good. Card destruction, kind of sucks, but works out in my favor, honestly. I do believe so. But unfortunately, I take 2k because the Time Lord, I've fought in a couple of Time Lords, and for the most part, they surrender because I had Inspector Border out, but this time it did not work out. But it is all good. We get Headman, put that out, and then special summon the Commandant, which, as you well know, we'll get to do a little trickery right here. Get the Malevolence in, then pitch that to banish that card for the turn. Go ahead and enter battle, and then end our turn. So, of course, that monster will come back, but luckily enough, goes back into the deck and gets shuffled. And then Inspector Border comes out. Cancel that. I know how Inspector Border works. Get that bad boy out of here. I'd rather spend half of my life points than have that on the board. So I think I'm ready to go right here. Got myself a Solemn Strike. Works awesome. Oh yeah, last time I misplayed because I could have increased my attack, but for some reason I forgot about that effect. He comes out. He does his thing, and then kind of ruins my day for a little while, but luckily it's my turn, and with this deck, works out pretty good. Get the Inspector Border out. Go ahead and attack to the face, my dude. And now it's their turn. So they are going to try it again, but they lose the game. Honestly, when that happened, I was like, oh, did I just lose? Are you kidding me? What the hell happened? But they just said GG without surrendering. So let's hop right into the next match. For the second match, we have a pretty awesome hand to begin with, because like I said before, getting Necrovalley is key to having a good game. If you do not have Necrovalley, you are not going to have a fun time at all. But go ahead and get the Necrovalley out and pot of Duality. So I get the Charm because I think it could be useful that I could just pitch it and my monsters won't die. Unfortunately, I think I misread it, or I don't know if it didn't work quite right, but it doesn't really work for my favor sometimes. But it's all good because they get themselves Blazing Dragon, which is quite unfortunate because, see, I pitched it, so it shouldn't have been destroyed by battle. But when it comes down to it, I was destroyed by battle. Let me know in the comments below why that happened. Did I not read that right, or what's going on? Oh, I'm an idiot. Never mind, I figured out. Necrovalley's out, so it's unaffected. I'm an idiot. But it's all good because I have a lot of stuff to get monsters out of there right now. Do that. Then I do Dark Hole. Get that out of here. And then I end my turn because they still have their field spelled out, but I probably should have gotten rid of it. It's all good though, because I get myself Terraforming, which is kind of useless at this point because the only field spell I have is Necrovalley. So, but it's all good. I take 200 to the face. It kind of stung a little bit. Felt a little weird, but hey, it is what it is. Solemn Strike. And I get to pass my turn because I do not have a monster card, which is fantastic, to be honest. But then I get myself the Alpha. Heck yeah. Attack him. Get that monster out of there. And take 28, my dude. Now I'll pass my turn. So he draws. And I do believe that he gets a Terraforming, which is kind of weird because he already has a field spell. I don't know if he's waiting for me to destroy it or just for backup plan. I'm unsure. So I set these two cards down and then card Demise so I could get some more damage on the board. And then I forgot that card Demise, you can't deal damage. That's one of the things. Read your cards. Read your cards. You'll be able to play the game better, I promise. So it is my turn. And ooh, Harpie's Feather Duster comes in super clutch. All right, negates my recruiter, but it's all good because guess what? I'm just attacking to the face at this point. I'm just trying to deal my damage. Get that out of there. Attack with Alpha. Take 3,000, my guy. And now his time is ending shortly. Actually, it's very short because he surrenders. Honestly, this deck works super well when you get Necrovalley out. I've had wins when you don't, but as you see, it works out. So let's hop right into the next one. And for the third match, we have honestly a crappy hand, but luckily we have a lot of draw power. So we go ahead and get that pot out and then go ahead and pot again because we need a Necrovalley. That is the #1 rule. If you don't have Necrovalley hand, get that thing on the field as fast as possible because it'll assure that your opponent will not have a good time. So we don't have any monsters, but it is all good because we have a relatively decent backboard. Not the best, and it looks like we're going up against Black Wings, which Black Wings were always kind of strong in my opinion. And of course, to get rid of my Necrovalley, and then they get a Baron. So at this point, I'm like, all right, GG's, I'm done. And then they negate my magical cylinder, which is quite unfortunate, but luckily enough, they use their negate, which I have the Dinowrestler in hand, which is one of the best reasons to have Dinowrestler in this deck with Alpha, of course, so you could get rid of big monsters like this. Unfortunately, he gets Baron back into his extra deck, but I still get to summon my Dinowrestler right here. Then I pitch that, and of course, are you kidding me? Basically, gets negated. and I just pitched my monster for no reason. So get Nobleman and attack to the face for 1,000, a measly 1,000, but making progress because they brick. They get nothing. They can't do anything. So I'm like, all right, here is my time to shine. Go ahead and put Assailant out and then card Demise. Of course, Demise of the land doesn't do anything. And of course, card Demise, I can't do any damage. So I just have to pass. And then Raigeki. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Raigeki? They're killing my monsters at this point. Super tragic. I'm basically bricking pretty much as well. And I can't get anything on the board. So I just take 1,700 and then it's my turn again. So let's see. Inspector Border. Oh, such a clutch card. Get it out. Attack that bad boy. Take that 300. Hold it. Then I end my turn. Luckily, I have a lot of back row. Well, not a lot. I would say Starlight Road is my back row protection right around here. So he bricks. Fantastic. So it's my turn, and I attack him to the face, take another 2,000, and then my turn. On his turn, I'm going to see what he could do. Nothing, dude. Are you serious? I'm surprised he hasn't surrendered, but of course, you want to stick around so you can get your medals either way. So attack him to the face one more time, and I'm waiting to see what he does. If he gets anything, yes, of course he gets something. But guess what? I get something too. Starlight Road, my dude. This card comes in clutch, especially in my original deck. Unfortunately, I didn't have Stardust Dragon because I pitched it earlier, so it's all good. But I just Solemn Judgement because I just wanted to attack him to the face next turn, and he surrenders because ultimately that's how it ends. So let's hop right in to the next match. And for the fourth match, we actually go second, which is kind of strange, but dude, Harpie's Feather Duster and Dark Hole in the same hand with the best freaking going second cards in hand. Super amazing. And honestly, I'm worried because I'm going up against Sword Souls here, and of course you guys know how much Sword Souls suck. So I'm already waiting for the Grandmaster, of course, and then of course they're gonna go for the Baron to their combo. It's all good though because they searched. They can't negate any monster effects, which is pretty good in my hand. But what I need to do is bait out the negate and try to destroy these monsters. So in this one time, I'm like, all right, let's just go ahead and Harpies so he can negate it. But he doesn't. So I'm like, all right, dang it, this is quite unfortunate. So I bust out my monster and then target that for the negate, which works out perfectly. So I'm like, all right, I just wanted to bait that negate out. Then I get the alpha out. Yes, my dude, my big dog right there. But unfortunately, I guess he still does have the negate because it didn't really work my way. But it's all good. I attack the Grandmaster. And then I send my monster cards, my trap cards, sorry, face down and pass turn. So he Harpies. And then I Starlight Road, my dude. Luckily, this time it does not go off, and I get my Stardust Dragon on the board, which is amazing. So now what are you gonna do, my dude? Nope. Solemn Strike. Solemn Strike, and you are out of there, senor. Goodbye, Baron. Nice to see you. But of course, when that happens, you just gotta surrender. Like, your most powerful cards just get completely shut down. You just gotta say, all right, GG's. Unfortunately, they surrendered. It's all good. But let's hop right into the last one. And for the fifth and final match, we have another duel that we're going second, which is always unfortunate. But luckily in this scenario with the limit 1, it's not so hard because pretty much it's like double bricking. Your opponent's bricking and you're bricking because you're only getting single cards that you don't necessarily need, but it's all good. He negates the Raigeki, which is extremely unfortunate, but hey, it's all good. unfortunately, he does raise his attack. So I pass turn, and then he ends his turn, which is weird because he doesn't attack. Maybe that monster can attack. I'm not quite sure. Let me know in the comments if you guys know. But I pot a Prosperity to get some more cards, which the card that I do see is Necrovalley. Of course you got to pick Necrovalley. You always got to get the Necrovalley. Get the freaking 500 attack and defense boost. Perfect. So I use that. Unfortunately, it doesn't matter because he negates it. But I was trying to bait it out to be 100% honest because I did want to flip this monster and get rid of that back into the hand. Go ahead and go into my attack phase, and he surrenders. I kind of misplayed because I should have played that other card face up, not in defense mode, but it works out the same. This deck is super fun. Let me know what you guys think, and of course the deck list will be in the description. Let me know if you have any more suggestions, because I did put a lot of the suggestions that you guys gave me in the live stream into this deck rework. So I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.